Morning, Greg. Just woke up this afternoon here. Had a marathon sleep. Morning, Keith. Well, afternoon, mid-morning. How are we all? Gotta wait for my wife to come home so I can put some wood shims underneath my unit what my discus tank stood on, so because it's very unlevel. I've never seen that cave, you know. I've never really looked at I've never looked at it like that either. But these will all be going planted. Everything will be planted. That'd be a nice one for your cave to take. The honour to Pinnis, all you need to do is get either a male or female. I'm not sure what sex they are. I've got 3 of them. But they're 100% all the same sex. I'm thinking they're all male. Oh. Hello, Steve. Good afternoon, mate. Hope you're alright, fella. What time is it in Oz, Craig? Australia, mate. I like to hear, Craig. A good Craig is a good Craig. 850. Yeah. You had your dinner? You got waggle again. Oh, you got extra pieces, didn't you? Nice. Live like kings when you can. Nice bit of wagyu, which however you want it. Potatoes and corn. Corn on the. Oh, I love corn on the cob. The only thing, if it's corn on the cob, I can't eat it because of my teeth. I leave a gap where I'm missing a tooth. I like tinned corn. I like a bit of sweet corn. 2 meals for 50. Yeah, that's good, that. Hello, Belinda. How are you? You're probably right about that, because I got a double sausage the other night when you had wagyu. I got that morning. I got a double sausage McMuffin, 2 hash browns, and a latte coffee type thing. And it was £22. 22 fucking pound. Should get a full fucking 5-star English breakfast for that. But there's a spanner next to your name for the simple reason, not just because I've made you a moderator, Steve, but so if you want to check out anyone's channel, you just click on the name and it takes you straight to the channel. It's just like a quick, giving you that gives you a fast forward button, so to speak. Unfortunately, you can't fast forward life or rewind. I know you know. I know what you like, Steve, now. You've got that English humour. Yeah, no, there's not wrong with that. Not wrong with that at all. My brother's very much like that. You'd think he was at a comedy show 24/7. You can't have a serious conversation with him because even if he gives you a serious answer, he'll mock you on something. So I'm very used to it. Get these shrimp fed. What food shall I give? A good old Shirakura Ebidama. Watch the shrimp go for this. Watch this. I'll see if I can get it right in the middle. It's like shrimp crack. I'll give these two because there's like 500 shrimp in there. It's all going off right now in Manchester and all over the UK. There's mass protests going on. I can feel this country is close to bubbling over, shall we say. I've got a feeling it's coming. And the police are going to end up getting it right in their asses. Oh! I do not like the zoom function on this. Good shot. It's the ones protesting against, basically, the first protest started with the old White Lives Matters and all that kind of movement, pro-British, don't want the Muslim asylum seekers in all our hotels and stuff. It's always the men what come, never the women. You think, Steve? I think the way it's going, Steve, it's like I can see the UK like a boiled egg right now. We've just been watching a protest in Manchester, all the all the ones for the Muslims, basically. Do you know the Triogers? Antifa, what they can call them. The government have control over us, Keith. We're just a number, Keith, at Craig. We're just a number, fortunately. The anti-establishment, disarm Australia, yeah. What year was that? I mean, I was born 79. I remember some riots down south. Yeah, sure they do. Just seems to be more than ever now. It's all a load of codswallop, really. And the country don't have control. The country, good morning, Bobby. James' brother. I didn't even. Oh, I did get your name, but I forgot it. What was your name again? I will remember it. Don't worry. Yeah, one of them lost their head, didn't they? Yeah. The 80s, see, I was only a babby in the 80s. It's good there. Good. It's nice having these little tanks at the bottom as well. And then I've got this one to get done. That's going to be my discus tank. Up to weight glass. Seamless. No silicone in. Oh, you moved them out? They're not very popular here. I think with Bolivians, I think everyone, they came out before Rams, and everyone wanted Bolivians, and then Rams came out, and everyone wanted the German Bull Rams, and poor Bolivians got forgotten about. No one wants them. Politics. It is yawn, Steve. I totally agree with you there. Hello, Glenn. They're ugly. Man, they're the last 5 out of 200. What, you had 200? They're not as pretty as the blue Rams, are they? The Rams Erie. So, yeah. Oh, so we have 2 Craigs now? Oh, no, we don't. We have 1 Craig. You bred them? Was the easy like, or was the easier than the German Blue Rams? Some people say they're a bit trickier. They don't have massive live spawns. Oh, the same. '70th. Steve, they told me life begins at 40. I hit 40, everything went south. My health's gone. Since I turned 40, my health went sideways. Just done a short video, that's what you want, Glenn. Free advertisement. Not sure why that come up. Don't know. Thanks in a new pair of slippers, he said. So I said, no, faster. Oh yes. Zoomy, Steve zooming all over Epping Forest. My dad just got one of them mobility scooters. He looks right twat in it. I'm like, you can still walk. What do you even need it for? He's like, I can walk further. But you're not walking further. You're going further without walking. And then in a year's time, he'll wonder why he can't walk as strong. The mobility scooter, Dad, you didn't need it. Puffers. I've had pea puffers. You like your eggs, don't you, Craig? Welcome, England. I don't even need to paint the back of this tank because it's got the curtain. So I'm like, do I paint it? What would you do? Would you paint it or would you leave it like that? Ostrich eggs. An egg shortage. Certainly don't here. I've got about 24 in my fridge. I'll send you some, but they might break. How can there be an egg shortage here? Someone really messed up, didn't they? Oh, bird flu problems. That would make sense, yeah. Craig without eggs is like fish without water. Six plant-based eggs, yeah. What colour's the yolk? Blue. Ah, that's all right. Plant-based. They won't be long. They won't be long, Steve. It won't be long. We've already got a fucking plant burger, for fuck's sake. Not a burger, then. What cow did that come from? See that tree next to the cow? Yeah. It came from that tree. 15 a carton for 12? Fuck! You'd like the eggs here then, because they aren't that pricey. The old geezer. My dad don't need his scooter, like, but he absolutely loves it. He does, I ain't gonna lie, my dad does go further afield now. He's got a... But yeah, some puppers for your birthday. It's my birthday in November. November the 5th. I've got my two daughters coming up. One's on the 12th and one's on the 17th of August. No, sorry, oh, I've got it wrong. One's on the 7th and one's on the 12th. 6 free range, so you're talking £4, £4.20 for a dozen. And Craig pays 50. Fucking hell. And we moan about the price of food. Oh, you borrow them from work. you need to... you need, what the? Dipping your soldiers? What? Imagine the size of your soldiers you'd need to dip in your egg. Like a full loaf. I wouldn't mind trying an ostrich egg. I do like egg. I'm partial to an fried egg. But I'd try it just to see if it was any different. But I've been told it's just like egg. Egg's egg. Well, I tell you what, Craig, you can emigrate here and then you can get fucking 12 eggs for fucking £4. Which is about, which works about, for you, works about $2. So you'd be paying about $2.20, Craig, here. About $2.30 for 12 eggs. Uh, 763 conversion. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, someone made such a nice egg and they make a fucking omelette. Like what? Ugh. But yeah, supermarkets are the same here, Craig. They have control over the people, but they can put prices now. 1 minute you'll buy a pack of ramen noodles and say it'll be 75 pence. So like 50 cents. And then you go in 1 or 2 days later and then ramen noodles have gone to $1.50. The price dropped 1 kilo cheese. It was now 50 for the own brand cheese, the cheap stuff. Tree baggy, yeah. I like goose egg, Glenn. I also like goose fat to roast my potatoes in. A roasted potato done in goose fat, cracked black pepper and a bit of sea salt is... I know, it's mad, isn't it? If you're a vegetarian, you're a vegetarian. Why bring out... They only brought out the plant burger for those what are like sitting on the fence of vegetarian. Or with a sneaky kebab when no one's looking. £9.50 a pack. Cheese is real expensive here now. And cheese is one of my best things. I like cheese with everything. Oh, just top that tank up a little bit. Needed it. Yeah, it does, mate. Yeah, no worries, Steve. Speak again. Speak to you soon, my friend. Enjoy the rest of your day, man. Our brains are 80% fat, but we're salty fat is bad for you. It, oh, you're a chef. That explains it all. I've got a chef friend. Take care, Robbie. What was that? Tooth? Dirty jot grounded into the floor. Toothpaste. What a right sleep. Do you know when you sleep that deep, you wake up and you can't wake up? That's me right now. I rang the hospital, sent photos and said, who does this? I was like, oh my god, it was a foot deep. Nice. Foot deep. Oh, 3 months. Food's got really expensive now. Well, no, not just food, just everything. It's a fucking joke. It's like they're trying to price you out of living. That Congo's just picked up a stone. They're such greedy. £12:30 to 6 a.m. That's your medication, that Glenn. And then if the day's building up to that, you've had broken sleep. That's what I'm like. Broken sleep's as good as no sleep. You definitely must have needed it, Craig. Definitely. You do work 7 days a week. I'm not surprised. You know what's good about having these tanks down here now? I can actually get footage. Where's the babies gone? Oh, there they are. Yeah, because you're not usually asleep for 20 hours. Usually out live. But you must have needed it. There comes a time where we just have to crash and burn. Nah, you're the type of person, Craig, I know for a fact, if you had a problem with a person, or you know you wanted to iron something out, you would iron it out with them. Not sleep for 20 hours or sit in silence. You would tell them whatever it is. I know, yes. Live for 20 hours. Yeah, you've got to set and forget and reset. If you don't, you'll crash and burn. Fact. Let's go back to the shrimpies. See, just like that. Can you see them, Glenn, the spotted head pintos? But you spotted them, didn't you? See how many of them, Glenn, there is, the spotted head pintos. If you're going to come up and bring that thing, you might want to take these spotted head pintos out as well. There's about 5, 6. There's one. There's another one. Yeah, I've got spotted head pintos, Glenn. German. I don't know where they've come from or how they've come in there, but they're in there. There's another one. Not as good, but not as good as that one. Look at them. He's done, yeah, he's done your website, hasn't he? I checked it out, Craig. Hello, Aaron. Excuse this, guys. This fucking... The zoom feature on this is so sensitive, it's unreal. But yeah, Glenn, I've got several German spotted pintos in my mixed tank, Glenn. So if you're going to come up, GB, you can empty my... I need that tank. I need to send Kaz 10, and then after that, whatever's left, the Dragon Bloods, are all yours. How about that? Hi, Shane, mate. Good afternoon. If you need one, he's your man. Good to know that. Oh, you have a visitor? No worries. Another 50 fry. Smashing it with a fry, Craig. I've just put pleco caves in with my plecos, so I should see some eggs and wigglers in about 4 to 6 weeks. Yeah, it'll be coming up to the springtime for you, won't it? So yeah, spring kicks it all off. Spring boom, innit? It's when my shrimp tend to have an extra boom as well, round about springtime. Fuck it, I don't even think I've had that. I think my most I've had is 4. So you're doing something right. You know what, Craig, you must have really good water. You must have. You can't, it never gets old from like the first day when you bred something to the last day when you've bred something. That feeling never gets old. Them, the Julie de Crumbs Kipley, was meant to be really notorious to breed. Many people have tried, even the guy in the shop where I got them from said good luck. And they've bred in a fucking 25 litre tank. It's not about how you do it, it's about your water quality and your feed, what you feed, diet. I think the fact I give all my fish treats every week, like California blackworm, really does put them into good stead. Conditions them. But our dam water, I say if you've got dam water, you not bad then. Live food's a key. Good diet. A good, not a diet what's regular, this at this time, this at this time. Mix it up, rotate it. If you feed flake in the morning, some days feed flake at night. If you feed live food in the morning, sometimes feed at night, and vice versa. Never give them a set feeding because they expect. I found I get a better feed response when I feed spontaneously different foods. To be honest, I've also noticed they also eat a certain food brand what they wouldn't normally eat if I fed that food first. Now, if I did that food in the middle of the day, they'll eat it. If I did that food in the morning, they don't touch it. Such weird. But like for 10 bags of Cali Blackwell, now you're talking £25. And that's not a lot, that's only 90ml bags. A bag's only like that big. I need to start a proper. I need to get one set up, a proper. It's all right getting them out my soil, but it makes a mess of the shrimp tank. Like fit 4 mil, so you've got a good bit of gap. So you've it's a weird size alcove that, because usually the standard size is 900. Now just to get all your stuff for it, and you decided what filtration you're going for, like. Let's with that. It is Saturday, isn't it? The reason I ask is because my kids usually come on a Friday, and because it's school holidays, they've been coming on a Sunday till a Tuesday. And when my kids out here, it absolutely throws me. Many things, many things. I really want to get that filled. Is your Instagram page Humbercoy? Or is it you? If it's Humbercoy, I'll find you. Yeah, we can chat and talk about what filtration will work best and what fish type and blah de blah. No problem. Make sure we'll get your tank cycled properly, done the right way, and you'll have no issues. I did see your shirts, yes. Where's my shirt? I sent you a signed one. Yeah, I saw it, Craig. Nice. I love stuff like that. I might get some merchandise off some people soon. I just need to buy 2 expensive lights for my discus tank. I ain't going cheap, I'm going expensive. And I'm getting a Biomaster, Oase Biomaster 200 with a built-in pre-filter and a built-in heater from Glen at GB. We're doing a trade. So I've got my filtration sorted, so I just need light, substrate, wood and plants, and fish. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, alright, I'll find Humbercoy when I'm done, Aaron. And we'll have a chat about what route you want to go down with your tank and what fish you've got your eye on, to what kind of water you need, basically. Because you can't just put, unfortunately, you can't put it straight out the tap treated and then put any fish in any of our water, because it's like liquid minerals. This is straight from the tap, but it's got crushed coral in to increase the pH, whereas opposed to that's half tap water and half RO, and because it's got active soil underneath the sand, it gives me a pH of about 6.5, whereas these are around 8. And if you need to get your tank started, Aaron, with you wanted some soft water fish, as long as you've got some 25 litre drums, I can give you as much RO water as you need. Free of charge. I did, yes. Of course I saw one, Craig. It's nice to finally see him. I saw the crystal black. I think it was crystal black. Or was the pure black lamb? Yeah, on that rack. That full shrimp rack. Defo. It looked nice, that. See, like your duckweed as well. But duckweed don't do too bad in a shrimp tank, in my opinion. Galaxies. I love galaxies. Crystal reds. CRS, guys, means crystal red shrimp. For anyone wondering what CRS is. They do feed off it. I've also noticed my Amano shrimp and my Neo Caridina cherries eating my Amazon frogbit. Black Galaxy. I've had Black Galaxy. I'll get galaxies from my boa, so I will be starting a line of galaxies up. So we shall see. It does. It's where they all settle and that, because they feel safe. If you look above a tank and they've got little shrimp on, so you tend to see little water movement areas around the plants. I've seen it on mine. I see it on here a lot. Hang on, see if I can find some of it. But on this, if you go close, sometimes you can see little water movement. Look, they've been eating it there. But this is absolutely brimmed with baby shrimps. All the roots. Many shrimp. Many shrimp. Anyone want any bloodshot? My mix didn't doing too bad either. I like rim-red grill floaters, Craig, but you won't do well if there's any movement in the water surface. They will not do well. They don't like getting wet, so don't like a lid on them. So anything you put them in, make sure it's not got a lid. And very bright light, because if you don't get a bright light, for instance, I'll show you. You notice how they're green, yet them ones are red. That's because the light is directly above them. But if I move the light to here, it'll start to go 10 red. You don't have RO? Well, no, I meant what I meant, Aaron, with the RO. I can sort your RO water out if you decide to go for a softer water fish, I mean. You have a carbon dechlorinator for your pond. I have one on outside for mine. This line here, that's my water. It goes all the way to my water butt, and it's got a. You'll know what this is, Aaron, or you should. That's a pond pod from the Pond Expert. That dechlorinates and takes out semi-heavy metals. And I've got an HMA filter in the garden, so it's like double filtered. And then I've got my arrow. Do you know what, Craig? It's true. I mean, they say tap water, but it's alright. I'm saying tap water, but for instance, in the UK, if them shrimp are coming from down south where the water's a bit softer, as opposed to my tap water, I had the same when I first started with Cherry. So I started remineralising the arrow water with GHKH salted shrimp. Yeah, you need any arrow. I don't know, you decide you want softer water fish. We can do that. I can sort the water out. I don't mind giving people arrow. I provide the water for my in-laws. They've got 3 tanks and they've got all softer water fish, so they do their water changes once a month though. But a big water change. But you definitely, it is better to have remineralised water than straight from the tap, because then you know exactly what your parameters are. Otherwise you can chase in parameters, chase your pH starts swinging, knocks everything else out, and before you know it your cycle's crashed. It's quite common. It's all about getting that tank established. But yeah, Craig, definitely do that shrimp rack. It'd be nice to see you with shrimps in person. I'm interested to see how you do things with your shrimp as well. I'm a geek like that. I do the same with Glenn, but Glenn does the same as me now. I taught Glenn GB shrimp, all he knows about shrimp. Well, he learnt a lot of it as well, but yeah. No, I didn't teach you, Glenn, GB shrimp. I helped him. Yeah, same as me, Craig, 150. Gives you a GH of about 5. That's all you got to do. As long as you're at 150, no matter what mineral it is, usually it's a GH. So you don't even use a TDS pen. I don't even know where mine is. That's the thing, where is my TDS pen gone? TDS pen's good walk it. When did they have it last? Found it. As long as you do the correct dosage on your salts, you don't need one of them. This is only for me to like go switch it on and dip in there to see if the TDS is rising. It's reference really, it's not needed. A TDS pen is just a guard. As long as you hit that sweet spot with a GH of 5. I don't use heaters either. My shrimp do better in cooler temperatures than they do warmer. I also don't send my shrimp in winter. Carradina shrimp, I don't send them with a heat pack. Heat packs are dangerous for Carradina. They like the cooler temperatures as opposed to the warmer. I've never used heaters. They go down to about 20 degrees in the winter time here, my tanks. TDS does only pick up it only picks up dissolved solids. If there's solids in the water that haven't dissolved, it won't pick them up, and then you can TDS check it there and then 6 hours later you TDS check it, and because all the dissolved solids have finally dissolved, your TDS has increased. So, and then what tends to happen, people start chasing TDS, they'll test the shrimp tank and it'll say 160 TDS, and they start flapping. But what they don't realise is that the GH is still 5. So stability is key. Don't fiddle with your tanks, leave them. And that's what a lot of people do wrong. Interfere with the tanks, set and forget. But yeah, it's only a reference, isn't it, a TDS pen? A PH pen's worth more value, really. Many shrimp, many shrimp. Do you know these tanks when they was over there, these babies never ever came out. Now I've moved the tanks, they're out at the front. Interesting. Baby Julie de Chromis Kiplii. Hello, John. Welcome aboard. We was just talking shrimp, Craig. John, I was talking shrimp with Craig. Craig's catfish caves, he's from Australia. He keeps carried in as well. And he's putting all his shrimp tanks back on a rack so we can all see them. Because I want to see I like looking at how people have got the tanks as well. Don't know about you guys, but when you see a shrimp tank, you tend to not just look at the shrimp, look at what filtration they've got. I also ask them what soil they're using. I'm just a geek. I love to know about the different soils and what they do as well. You know what I was like for buying soil as well, John. I bought all the soil from Glen I could, and now I don't have any. Spraying the back of new tanks. Okay, good stuff. Remember, John, set and forget. They're your words then. But no true words with a shrimp tank. Set and forget. As long as you say it right, kind of forget about it a little bit. Let it just do its thing. Things just blossom. John keeps a lot of Caridina. Craig. Black Ninjas. Are them like Are them the King Kong with the black, the little white mark on them? Yeah, glossy black and white. Well, one little white mark down the body and one on the top. Yeah, they're whiskers. Whatever you want to call it. Super crystal black, yeah. Just a well wet form of super crystal black, basically. Like now you can get Santas, which is a super crystal red, but you can get extreme Santas, which is a more intense red, basically. Oh, you got them from Benny. Craig's just looking at some, oh, it was fancy tigers and some nice green jades. Some people don't, Craig. That's it. Well, I went through a phase where I was just doing top offs. I never lost a shrimp. I only do monthly water changes now. I don't do weekly. But I don't rush putting the water back in. With some I can. Especially if they've let me bloodshot, I can fill that tank up faster than I could fill my boa tank up, for instance. That is a given. So for anyone that's got bloodshot, don't do a drip, drip, drip. Do flow, because they do just fine. Some shrimp, I pay that much money for, I'm like, yeah, I really should drip them slowly. I did go through a phase where I fell out of love with my shrimp and I just left the tanks and I was just doing top offs. Again, I didn't have no issues. So this active soil did its thing. Plants grew fine. Shrimp ate when there was offered food. Bred like crazy. I'm interested how people do it as well. That for me is all proper knowledge. The knowledge you can't read out of a textbook, the one that you've got to be hands-on or watching someone do it hands-on. That's why I like your content, Craig, because you do everything hands-on. And for me, that's my go-to flavour. Actually, let's see if this will reach to the top. This is how I fill back up. Float. Excuse my belly and my backside, guys. Then I just turn the tap and on comes the water. That's that tank now filling up. Hey, talking of uplifts, Craig, you seen these ones? These uplifts are from the Czech Republic. These was actually made in the Czech Republic, and they do these a very different way. This is like that piece is put into the grommet, and it's actually a fixed bend. But if you pop them, they've got like, to keep them airtight, they've got like a black ring. So then to take the collar off, you've got another black ring. So you put it on, get that in there, then pop that O-ring on. Not as good as the German ones, but these, because they're slightly narrower, the airflow shoots out. Yeah, that'd look nice. Like the generic chain store type, with all the flaps on the front, like there, where they've got the flaps so you can slide them or lift them up. Nice that. You could do that with racks. I mean, for just fry, because you've got that many fry. Yeah, you sell fish, that makes sense, and then you know where you're at. All the ones that are to go and all the ones that you're working on. But yeah, these are a Czech Republic style made one with a bend hit here put in it. Like I say, that actually comes out. Goes back in, just pushes in. Oh. Yeah, that'd be good, that Craig. No, it'd be better for you. You'd know what order you're kind of in. Cell wall, breeding wall, not too sure wall yet. Engine shrimp racks. Let's give these some food. One of my favourite foods, this is a new food in the UK by a new brand called Aquacare, and it's like a micro pellet, but it's soft to the point where you can actually squish it and you could make a large one. And it stinks like it's got mealworms in it. And what I'll do now, not squirt, but I will drop, 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 drop. I've not got none there. Drop. Rainbow fish. I love them. See what I mean though? It's not as easy to do one-handed with a jar as opposed to one of them squirty bottles full of food, because you just go squirt, 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 squirt. Good morning, Joy. These I bred myself. These are what I made. These are all my old backs. That's how you tell a male and a female. Did you see how the... Oh, hang on. That one does it more to that side. That's a male. These are all my holdbacks. Same with the plecos. I bred all them as well. These are all my offspring from over a year ago. Oh, you got them too? I know I saw on your video, Craig, you've got praycocks. Praycocks in you. Oh, you got the albinos there by. Nice. Rare shot of my female crebensis, Maliwa. And as you can see here, Craig, like you, I have other funky animals. This is a Hermione Testudo, Hairman's tortoise, and she needs a spray down. I use my little pump action spray gun. Get the gun. Let's give her a wash. She drinks this as well. But this is a basking area. She has a heat source. Have you noticed it doesn't emit light, the heat? Works like the natural sun. Really good. And then I use a 12% UVB all the way. So no matter where the tortoise is in the tank, it's got UVB. And it's got its water bowl. More than a zoo, I think. More than a zoo. Way more. She's actually 6 years old now. She's microchipped as well. She come from Serbia. They're on the CITES endangered list in the wild. She loves a good wash down. This is what, Craig, this is why I said to Charlotte, why are you not showing what you've got? Because people want to see it. Let's do your food. Let's spray your food. You ready? She will not eat a food if you don't spray it unless you spray it as well. This is a treat, not a staple food. A staple food is not this one. Not this one. As you can see, my pets, my animals get the best. This is their go-to diet. This is basically Highland grass, what they naturally eat. I'll just have to put you down. Oh. Get up my way. I'll put an handful of this in, like so. Again, she won't eat it dry because she's an arsehole. So you've got to spray the food just like that. But yeah, we do. But this is they could eat this 7 days a week basically, whereas the green and thingy one is actually vegetable and fruit pellet. They've all got calcium in them as well, so I don't need to sprinkle my food with calcium. It does eat flowers, yes. Loves dandelions, daisies, and what else? Likes nettles, but the nettles have to be boiled and then left to like kind of go dry, and then she'll eat them. But as you can see, she likes this food. Yeah. You can actually buy seed, Craig. You can sprinkle over your tank and it grows. The downside to it, that as much as the tortoise eat it, if it's only one tortoise and you've got all that flowering with wildflowers, what they eat, just stick to fish. Well, my fish passion, Joy, started with fish. And then in the late 90s, all the way through the early 2000s to 2013, I kept fish and reptiles. And then 3 years ago, I got this. But she loves them. And that's just hay, grass, flowers and all that mixed up into a pellet. Makes me laugh when they get a bit stuck on them and they keep chomping. So what Rob has to do is go in there with a spray gun, give it a spray. There you go. Here, get some of them ones. How about that? How about that? There we go, girl. Good girl. Good girl. Right, back to fish. I've had guinea pigs as well, Craig. Used to breed guinea pigs and sell them to the store what was open at the time, like a big garden centre what had like a reptile and fish section. But here's my new tank. Up to weight glass. As you can tell, the glass is low iron, but it's got no silicone seals in it. It's so nice. I'm going to have two of the spot type light bendy lights for it. Nice big piece of wood what goes from the bottom and actually comes up out the water, and that's going to be discus. But I can't do it till I put something underneath there because the tank's slightly on the lean. But for underneath the tank, I'm using yoga mat Here's a little cheap. We have a pound shop what sells these yoga mats, and they're like 2.2 meters long, and I buy them from underneath my tanks just because it's cheap, but it works a treat. And you get the black look. Spiny leaf insects, stick insects. My friend breeds stick insects, Craig. Some really unusual ones that probably won't be allowed in your country. Plus you plant some crystal. Yeah, you can go through. Well, look what you've got going now. You've got your fish stuff. You're into boiled eggs. Craig's into boiled eggs. Oh, nearly forgot, guys. And that's why you should have a float valve. Otherwise, that was flooding. Turn it off. Then take it out. That is that tank done. This is my dragon bloods. But this is how I do. This is how I do my this on this from this bin. Just pop it back. Then I just turn the pump off and it stops pumping. Oh. I just have a thing, don't like them. For most reptile species, especially snakes and lizards. No, that's fine. Each to their own, at the end of the day, right? But yeah, Craig, cool as hell. Alright, mate, I've only got, alright, I've just got, I did have these little tanks to water change, but because I moved them, I emptied them with just an inch left, so they're all done. They're water changed. They've been done. So it's just, I need to get some, that's a good thing, that's next. RO water, tap water mix done in my water bin. And then 2 tanks. That's it, me done. Yeah, we're getting on alright. I just really want this discus tank, but I can't do my little shunting. I've got some MDF sheets, and it's going to go under one side of the unit basically, because it leans more to down at that side where this is, and this tank's going, and I've got 2 of these. They're going there like that. 2 of them. And then it's going to get wood across, and that's where my filter's going to be for this tank. API meds? Yeah. I use a lot of API, Craig. I even like the API salts. Yeah, we get them all. I'm taking my time with it, Keith. I want it to be, it's right next to my bed. It's like when I wake up, I'll see this side of the tank. It's weird having it there, if that makes sense. But it's at such a great height. It's perfect to do maintenance on. Even to reach down into the tank, I don't have to tiptoe. General cure. No. I don't think so, or if there is, I've not used them. But it's lovely glass, this. Lovely. Lovely low iron glass. Seamless. No silicone wax. All the silicone wax hidden. But I'm looking at the tank, Keith, and I'm thinking 2 discus in there will just look lost. So I don't know. But yeah, general cure. We have stress coat, we have white spot treatment one, we have slam coat. They all do the general thing. The API one's great. There's not a lot of fish meds on the market in the UK. Not ones that actually work. At the moment, not including the ones that I'm adding, 22. By the time I've added my new tanks and then some more, I will be at 27, Joe. Oh no, 28. And then I am expanding even more. I've also possibly given permission to have a big 6 or 8 foot tank downstairs. Because I want some big fish. But yeah, Keith, I can't wait to see it. And I'm impatient, so it's killing me. But I'll wait. But yeah, I use yoga mats under all my tanks. I begrudge paying X amount for foam, what's the same, not even the same quality as a yoga mat. But you're not as impatient as me, mate. It's part of my ADHD. If I want something, I want it now, I want it done, I want it there. So I've done a deal with Glenn for the Awaze Biomaster 200. So I've got my filtration sorted for it. I want 2 gooseneck lights. It's surprising how many people have undiagnosed ADHD. It's very common. Hello, Raina. How are we? They don't know. Well, they do. Well, you've got to fight. I didn't get my diagnosis, Keith, till I was 34 years old. I'm 45 nearly now. I've also been assessed for borderline personality disorder, not bipolar, BPD. But it turned out I was ADHD and what's known as Asperger's, which is like just on the spectrum of autistic. Yeah, doctors don't like helping you out in the UK. Yeah, regarding my discus tank, I'm going to wait for the creme de la creme for all the stuff. It almost looks like the seals on this tank have been done by a machine. They're that clean. Probably have. This is the All Pond Solution tank. It was 199. But boy, are they made strong with strong glass. Rob picked it up by himself, and Elios this morning woke up and all my arms cramped up and that. There is many great people. They always, but in your younger years with ADHD, they always assume because you're a little active little kid, you're ADHD. 9 times out of 10, you're just a fucking energetic kid being a kid. But my sister's son, she really did have a hard time with his ADHD was through the roof for his attitude, and got thrown out of more schools than I could count on all my fingers and toes. Hello, Steve again. Boyu. Oh, the big Boyu tanks. I like the big Boyu one. They're nice and they're not so deep, the depths. Mine is inattentive. Oh, I use a hop filter from All Ponds with a UV clarifier in, Steve, and I swear by him. Since I've been using it, my tank's been lovely. Not too powerful, not too weak, just right. The only thing I'm going off is the All Pond Solution lights, because my lights are starting to, when they switch on in the morning, they come on, but they don't come on at full beam, and then they start flickering and then it goes full. And lo and behold, they both do it now, so... Yeah, no, that's... sounds very familiar, Keith. You and me both, I've been through them all. I've had so many generic, cheap Amazon ones, shall we say, Chinese ones. Some lasted forever, most haven't. And then I've gone to certain filters and they've just stuck by me, so I've stuck by them, because they've just stood the test of time. Yeah, they have. I mean, there's a brand now, Seache. They're one to watch out for, because I've got some Seache pumps and Powerhead, and it's just epic. So well put together. You can feel the quality in the plastic, if that makes sense, as opposed to other brands. Yeah, Keith, I'm like that though. I find my attention span, it's like now, at the moment, I'm struggling. So when I watch a series on Netflix, I'm missing loads of little bits. And then I'll do a watch back and I'm like, have I seen this episode? Airheim, Tunze and Seache pumps hold up for me, yeah. Seache, really good, really good. Relatively new on the market, but I cannot fault Seache one bit. I've not tested all the products, so Seache, if you're listening, get in touch. I want to do a product review. I want to give them my honest opinion, because if it's great, it's great. It'll be great. And if it's rubbish, it will be rubbish. Bit cooler today, don't you think? My tanks are telling me that, because that one's at 24 Celsius. This is the first time the heaters have been working in about a week. Tanks have dropped below 26 Celsius. I've just learned finally how to do a difference in sexes for the Julie de Chromas. So I'm quite confident now, if I go buy any more Julie de Chromas, I can buy already sexed. And I certainly am with my Congo Tetras. You can define the male and a female easy. But yeah, I do like Heim. Some of the oldest filters still going are what my friend's got. He's been running them now about 50, maybe even 20 years, I'd say. And fat about fun, yeah. I'm getting a Biomaster, a Waze Biomaster with the built-in pre-filter and the built-in inland heater. That's been used. I've done a deal with GB Shrimp, Glenn, who you've probably seen on here. So we're going to have a bit of a trade. So I've got my filtration sorted. I've got my sand ready. I just need to get some aqua soil of some sort. And some nice tall pieces of wood. Like I'm talking. No worries, Joy. Catch you in a bit. So I'm going to give the Oase Biomaster a blast, see how that does. I've ordered some steel inlet and outlet pipes for it as well, just to give it a bit of a fancier look, shall we say. I want it like a Dutch style. I want big plants. I want the woods to be poking out. I don't know what plants yet, but plants in the tank, I'm thinking giant val at the back. Some, I think crypts should be okay at the high temperature. Possibly some crypts, different crypts all surrounding like a central piece of wood with rock. Bloody hell. Yeah, and I bet you it still works, Steve. Just the Aheim was built back then, was built. No worries, Craig, mate, I know you are. I've got some bits and bits, I've got them two to water change. And that one and my rainbow fishing, and I'm all done. These tanks have been done. I want a resin bonsai and plant slow growing red macroalgae, so making a marine shrimp look like it. With a red and possibly a little bit of the green. I don't see why you couldn't. Give it the freshwater look for a saltwater tank, yeah. In fact, is it King of DIY who's done the? No, it's not. It's somebody else. Done the red macroalgae. Look, it grows like a moss, doesn't it? There's a rare red algae you can get for freshwater. Some people keep it as a plant. Dipping your finger in just to check that the water's salty because it looks fresh. Yeah. I know. I've never done the ball ones. The only one that I've ever used, and it did the job. Keith, was the Nitrigo, but that wasn't a liquid form. That was it's like a gel. You massage it into your sponge filters. It's almost like a gooey mold. I've done marine. I had a marine tank. I found my marine tank was more work for me than for freshwater tanks, so it kind of, because I was doing most of the things manually, I didn't have a modern setup, and it just didn't, it didn't end well for me. Yeah, I've had air mitts. They will, if it looks cushy, they will get into it. It's so fun. It's so clever, really, what they do. Move house. Ah, I don't want this shell anymore. I'll have this one. Marine is not my strong point. I did enough research to be able to look keep alive my clownfish pair anyways. I didn't do well with corals. I did okay with zoas. And SPS. You'd be surprised, Keith, not many people even know what SPS, when you say SPS, what they're on about. Unless you've kept but yeah, that'll be going, that leg will be going underneath there. Nice big 4x4. Yours always crashed after about 2 years. Too much going through the ugly phase for me to get to the nice phase. I love marine, don't get me wrong, but if I was to keep anything marine now, it would be like what Rainer keeps, seahorses of some sort. Is that why you was getting all the water in the cupboard, Craig? And at the same time, when you ring the real estate, ask them what's going on about your ask them what's going on about your leads. Ah, nice. I hope you get a good reply for both, Craig. They'll come and fix the tap, and yeah, your lease has been extended, because then you can fly. I wonder why your water changes back then were just not an issue. You only really had to top up, which I thought made a little, yeah, top offs for evaporation, just so your salinity doesn't rise and end up like the Dead Sea. Couldn't even get my words out then. Tell you what I will do. That's some lighting. Some natural light. There you go, guys. There's a bit of the outdoors. Sun is shining. The sun is shining. Comparing saltwater fish to freshwater fish, it was like saltwater fish were swimming about if they were okay on a crank coke. Yeah. Probably are on the Peruvian finest. Peruvian marching powder. The Juan Pablo Pure. Yeah, not the one with the ring pull. The cheap Coke. Yeah, I can see what you mean, the way the filtration works, as opposed to fresh water. And you've got your floss to polish your water off. I never really get bad, I don't know if I've just been lucky, but I never really get bad water clarity, ever. I mean, these tanks, even they're not clear yet. That one and that one, not as clear as they should be, not to the naked eye. But that's because I've just redone them, set them back up, moved them here. Oh. That can't be cheap, Craig. Or is it cheap in Australia to get them done, like the implants? She'll be like a new woman with it when they're done. And then I can ask how they feel, and then I can get some feedback. Because I get mine done, but I get top and bottom done at the same time. And I'm getting mine done November 2026. It's better to get the many out all at once, because then she only has to have one lot of injections for the teeth to get them all out, as opposed if it's individual injections every time. It's still better than nothing, innit? £37,000 I got quoted here in the UK. That's for 8 implants. And I'm not getting the turkey white ones, I'm getting the off-white, I'm not getting full bright white, so don't worry guys. One of my mates even said to me, well, why are you there? I was like, what are you going to say? And he said, well, why don't you get your hair done as well, because you're bald? I know you don't, Craig. Do you know the only reason I'm getting mine done, really, Craig? Because I'm not fussed. Eating. Because there's so many things I can't eat what I want to crunch. Yeah. In fact, she's a woman as well. Men tend to not care. But I'd just love to be able to use my front teeth again. I've only got one missing, but the others are all crowns and stuff. So the bone, yeah, that's how mine will be done, really. I'd just love to be able to bite into steak again. Yeah, it's a must, I guess. Yeah, working in that kind of work, you know. Hi, how are you and all that. Mine are titanium screw fixed, and you can have zirconia or what was it? Porcelain of some sort. So I went for the extra, and I've gone for the ones that I've just said. I went for the ones that meant give me another 20 years. Yeah, you get thrown out your dentist now. So she had to go out and got them done in Hungary's. I'm going to Turkey for mine. I'll get an holiday out of it as well. It won't be the bestest of holidays, but At least I'll be able to get a suntan at the same time. I got the better plate ones, but they're not the implant. That's why they're expensive here. It is, isn't it, when they pay 70% back? The only thing in the UK, if you go abroad to get your teeth done, no dentist in this land will touch you. But then I said, well, at the end of the day, I'm only going to rip implants out of X, Y, and Z, not all my teeth. Can you imagine it when I die and I've been in the coffin 20 years and all that's left is a big set of implanted pearly whites. They dig me up in 2,000 years and there's just this big set of bright white teeth. 3k to 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, it's about 3-4 grand a year, Craig. Just these big set of teeth looking at you in the ground. We have a human robot. DNA checking the teeth and it comes back to Turkey. Ah, right, okay. I could just get one implant done, or 2 implants. I even thought about just getting the front ones done. But then you really miss your back teeth when it comes to chewing things like steak and that, innit? Imagine when they're digging all the bod doing archaeology in 2,000 years' time, and all that's left to remain is all these sets of teeth. They must have had robots back in the 2000s. These teeth are made. What's their material compound? Titanium. It's like a mouth guard. I've got some false ones, Craig, like you, what you can slip in, but they don't anchor well. So when it comes to eating, I was out at a restaurant. I bit into some steak, and as I pulled out, my false teeth was so embarrassing. My false teeth was still embedded in the steak on the plate. Ah, fucking hell. Morning, David. Hello, Andy. Welcome in, guys. Yeah, good morning. It's my ex-wife. She let her teeth go to shit because she had a proper true phobia of dentists. She'd rather suffer tooth. There was times she would, oh, it's horrible. You alright, Andy? Trepidation, that's exactly it. It's the thought of what not knowing. You might think your tooth looks good and they turn around, do an x-ray and they're like, yeah, you need to pull that tooth, and you're like, ah. Yeah, I'm good, mate. Just we spent the last day sorting my fish room out, getting a few things in place. Got a new tank, a big tank for discus. Moved some new tanks down to here. So this is a full rack of 5 now, which has created more tank space over there. Just over here, down on the bottom. So I've got a space for another low boy tank, or 3 small tanks. Yeah, it's looking good, but I'm not. I had to do it all by myself because my wife was at work. And I'm not weak, but I'm certainly not strong. And boy, have I ruined my arms and back, shall we say. My neck's gone a little bit as well. Weather notes in the coffin saying something like, please take them, they're brilliant. Yeah, you please use again. Save yourself 17 grand. It's annoying you have to VC odds. You've got babies as well, haven't they, Raina? Please reuse teeth, thank you. Please take mine, you'll be wrong. Couldn't get my words out. You know you're getting too old when you cough and you fart. Or you know you're getting older and then you nearly piss yourself. I'm just going to grab a drink, guys. I'll be right back. My God, that must have been so embarrassing unless you've got a great sense of humour. If you haven't got a sense of humour, are you even human? Yeah, welcome in, Andy. Andy Craig's an aquarium enthusiast with a lot of tanks from Australia. He also does a live show every other night or morning. And he's got his setups this. I think mine's good. I need to get 2 of them ghost neck lights. What brand are they? What's that real expensive light? I want to go all out with my discus tank. Begins with a T. Good lad. Good lad. Cheers, Andy, mate. Every sub helps, especially when they're active subs. Your steak story was hilarious. It was funny. I look at it now, Steve. That's it, Kessel. Yeah, 2 Kessels. I would like 2 Kessels, Raina. Not cheap. That's why I'm not rushing my discus tank. I want it to be. The glass is Opti white glass. I might as well go all out. The piece of wood alone is going to cost me about £120. Then the plants. They've got some ones on Amazon, and the brand is the 44 £44, so about €50. And they're about on Lumini. The ghost neck lights, but the Wi-Fi connected ones, so they're similar to the Kessler, just like a poor man's Kessel. But I love for a tank like this, the light aspect it gives off, like that beam of natural sunlight. I might as well. Aqua, yeah, but you know for a fact the TMCs don't come cheap. I use TMCs frozen foods. Really, they're the best for me, TMC. A little bit more pricey frozen foods, but miles better quality. Much better, in fact. The reason I'm putting the lid back on now because it's cooled down, but I had a casualty. A fish jumped out and I didn't see it. Plus, I'm going to harvest some brown shrimp. So I'll just stick you guys on that tank. Yeah, but it's £400 you'll never have to pay again. That's why the old saying goes, buy cheap, buy twice, innit? It's quality, quality just, you can't beat quality. You pay for it at the end of the day. Link for what, Steve? I'm getting glare back off there. They are, I got on a sale pair, I use them on my marine tank and African tank, I love them. Kessel don't hold up. Surprised me that for the price they are. But someone advised me on these Lumini, they're like a cheap Kessel. But Amazon, well they're not cheap, they're £45 each for a light, for one light. I need 2 or 3. Just turned my, just letting my brand shrimp fall down to catch. Mine is only 3 years old and the dongle's broken sometimes. I have heard there's a few little issues. You're not the first one to say that. For what you pay, you'd think it'd last a lifetime. It's just a forever evolving hobby of equipment, isn't it, really? Like, I'm sure the next model from that, they've actually rectified that issue. Only for a year? I ain't paying that if it's... Might have to look at another option. Yeah, I think I may. I don't want things that break on me. I wanted to pay for something that would last. Even if it lasts 3 years, that's a win for me. Alright guys, I'm just harvesting brown shrimp in the background. Right then, let's catch all these. That's when you know you've got lots of brown, when you get it into your pot like that. Yeah. And all you do is pour a little bit of fresh water in it. And then I've got my baby brown ready. The brine's ready. I rinse the net off like this in that tank. Get rid of the syringe, pop my syringe in, suck up all them baby brine, and then let's go on a feeder farm. First to have the baby brine, the Julie DeChromis transcripts. Watch them go crazy for it. Then there's the golden ocellatus. Down to me Congos. Onto me Bensis. Over to my Linnea Lamprelegus Conwensi. A little bit in theirs. A little bit in the Ornitopinus. I forget now I've got these to feed. Here. And these. Right. And then last but not least, my rainbow fish. Sharing is caring, Steve. There's some good content out there. Hey, you said people don't think. I should have commented on your Malaysian trumpet, really. I like the post though, so at least I did that. Oh, right, that's a brine shrimp all done. All the fish are chomping away now. Fucking zoom. Sometimes as I'm getting older, I get the most strangest thoughts. If I drop down dead on an e-bike, I will be stripping the tanks down. But do you know what, Steve? It's not a mad thought, because I've had that thought. If something did happen to me, even though I'm only 45, what would happen with my fish? So what I've done, I'm training my son up, and if I do drop dead now, GB Shrimp Glenn's already having all my shrimp, so he'd come up and collect all my shrimp. So I've kind of put things in place because I'm weird like that. It's not weird to have them thoughts. It's the same with my tortoise. My tortoise is certainly going to outlive me. So one of my children needs to be left in the will. You know what, I haven't fed these, the brine shrimp. These get mass feed fed brine shrimp, because there's so many in here. There we go. Watch all these go crazy for the brine. Yeah, I think things like that. I think things like that about my cats and my dog. Like, what if me and my wife did? Would there be somebody that'd step up to take us good care, you know? I think a lot of that is because you love the animals or fish you've got. Look at them all eating the brine. So you swear by TMC then, Raina? That light can do that. That's a Hydra light. It's one of the more expensive Hydra lights. But I don't like, as you can see, it's got the red, green and blue and you can't turn that function off. So you end up with loads of algae, green algae, as opposed to they're just all white ones, no algae. They just love it when I throw the brown shrimp in. If anyone hasn't and anyone's thinking about it, harvest your own food. It's so some of your own foods are so easy to harvest. Unfortunately, the price of brown shrimp cyst eggs now, for what I pay for mine, I mean, I get a bag like this, twice as much in it. It's £12. It's like €15, $15. But big Tibetan red brown shrimp, I get the most hatch rate of them all. I don't ever get any, well, I don't ever see any unhatched ones, shall we say. No, it's not. I don't worry about it. Don't you worry, Steve. What I'm saying is, it's nice to, if you go and sub someone, there's no harm in them just going over to you, or if they're sub to you, leaving a like and a comment on something, because not only is it good for the spirit, it's good for your content as well, because it keeps the algorithm going. Not strange at all. But why not do water changes while people are watching? Because like Craig does, I took a little tip off Craig and I've modified my watering things, how I fill it up and stuff, and it works a treat. And that was just by watching Craig do a bit of tank maintenance. They're the stuff I want to see. I'd rather see someone out there clean a sponge filter, for instance, like Craig does. Craig cleans sponge filters with his feet. I know it sounds bizarre, but he does. I've seen it. But I like to see how others do it. Yeah, well, not only training my son for that, Steve, but if me and my wife now, we're getting like 45, not getting any younger. So like now we do a lot of long weekend breaks away. So I get worried about feeding my fish, lights on and off and all that. So I taught my son everything, even down to my son knows how to harvest the brown shrimp and hatch them out and stuff. So they're still getting the brown shrimp while I'm away. My daughters have showed zero interest, but my son asks questions, and that reminds me of what I was like. It'd be nice for someone to keep the tradition going, because I got it off my parents. My sister also as well, because she keeps fish. Crazy, crazy. Double. What do you want? What do you want? Eh? Good, yeah. Good, yeah. Yeah. How you beautiful there? What are you looking at the fish? What is it? What is it? You need to lose some weight. You'd fat like your dad. Getting a fatty. You see, the good thing about feeding brown shrimp as well, the babies don't just eat it, the adults eat them as well. Especially these, because I use the big Tibetan red, so they're a little bit bigger. I can even see these babies going to work on the baby brown. Alright, Craig, mate, you sleep well, son. Have a good sleep. No worries. I'm going to call it a day anyways and get some bits and bobs done. Yeah, I use the decapsulated as well. So if I've not got brown, they'll get that. But yeah, guys, I'll catch you all soon. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for tuning in. Respect and love. I shall speak to you all soon, I'm sure. Enjoy your Saturday, whatever it is you do, or your Sunday if it's whatever day it's coming up to. Take care, guys.